Yep, that was a masterpiece. What up, people? It's your boy Chig, and you are through to Chig Flicks, the place where you can catch movies. Movie reviews anyway. Um, I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. I watched the Joker movie, and for me, I like watching films that change you just a little bit. I think it was also no accident that they scheduled a film like that. Obviously, at the time I'm recording this today, it is Mental Health Awareness Day. And I think they knew that. I think they had a feeling it would fall in this week. And I think the biggest compliment I can pay the movie, it didn't feel like a comic book movie. It didn't feel like something that was taking place in the DC universe. It didn't feel like something that was taking place even in the Batman universe, because what we were witnessing was it was something that there was a real prominent question that came from watching this movie, and that was, what impact do we as a society have on people and the way they think and the breakdown of their mental health? What impact, what responsibility do we have as a society? Um, I love this movie. I love this movie. I will say this though, for if you're a comic book fan expecting an action film, this is not the film for you. If you are someone who is a DCU fan, DCU, is that even a thing? And you're expecting something to DCEU is a thing. That's right. If you're expecting constant references to Batman and stuff, this is probably not the film for you. This is a terrifically paced, in my opinion, wonderfully acted, wonderfully acted, um, psychological thriller. That's what this was. Um, I think let's just address the elephant in the room. No, I don't mean me, you cheeky bastards. Um, let's talk about the obvious question. Who did it better? Heath Ledger or Joaquin Phoenix? The mere fact that I'm even posing this question goes to show you how good he was. Because to me, the Heath Ledger performance isn't just one of the best comic book movie performances of all time. Actually, it's one of the best portrayals of any character of all time. It is an iconic masterpiece and an iconic portrayal. And while that still remains undefeated to me, in a way, it's not even fair to compare the two. But let me tell you something. Joaquin Phoenix's performance, in a lot of ways, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I'm, I'm, I'm trying not to make too big of a statement that I disagree with. In a lot of ways, it's more of an impressive performance, actually. Because with Heath Ledger, don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna sit here and tell you that I saw that performance coming from him. Because I didn't. I didn't. I was one of the few people to actually watch that what is that date film called? 50 Dates About You, 50 Reasons I Hate You or whatever. All I can say is having three sisters is a bitch. So I watched all that stuff. I watched all that. And I never saw that coming. But it was a brilliant portrayal. But actually, this one was more impressive in a lot of ways. Even though Heath Ledger's performance is still my number one. But this one impressed me so much because it wasn't just the case that he went out there and started laughing weird. Oh, I'll come back to the laugh in a second. It wasn't so much that he was like laughing weird, like in a kind of joker way. No, it was so much more. It was so much more. It was the way that, and I'm trying not to give any spoilers here. It was just the way that society constantly beat him down, and with every beat down, you saw it affect him. With every single knock he had, you saw it affect him, and you saw it not just affect him, but change him. And sometimes, and I think what is really good about a film like this is you see Hollywood romanticize these type of things, that, oh, every time somebody gets hit down, they get back up, like a Spider-Man type of thing. Every time Spider-Man gets hit, he gets up and he saves the day. But what if the person that gets hit doesn't want to save the day? What if that person's had enough and they want to hit society back? And that was what I loved about this. It was the slow burn. It was the twists and turns. One of the twists, I turned to my boy and I saw it coming, but it didn't disappoint me because it was still subtly played. I thought it was well directed. I was surprised. I ain't gonna lie. I've lost a bit of faith in Todd Phillips since Hangover 3 because I hated that movie. I hated that movie. That's another conversation for another day. But I think most people just saw him as the comedy guy. But this, I thought it was well directed, well handled. There wasn't a scene that Joaquin Phoenix is in that he didn't steal. Having said that, I thought the people around him were very good. A very strong performance for once from Robert De Niro, I think it has to be said, because more time than not, he phones it in. But actually, I thought he played a really, I won't give anything away, I thought he played a really good character in this and did really well. Yeah, I loved everything about this movie, man. And I don't want to say too much more because I'll spoil it, but let me tell you something. You know, many of you probably think, and I will do some like more videos about lists and stuff like that, and many people would expect me to say that my favorite movie of this year was Endgame. No. My favorite movie of this year was The Joker. I thought it was excellent. Excellent movie. I can't think of anything bad to say about it, which is really pissing me off. And when you really think that this movie, because we live in a ridiculous world at the moment where every little thing you say, every little thing you do, every intention that you may not even carry out is scrutinized and criticized. This film was crowded in a lot of controversy because they said that this movie encourages people to be fascinated with psychopaths and want to reenact them. I will say this, to be fair, even in 2008, when The Dark Knight came out, the same sort of thing happened, which, as you can tell, is a mark of a good movie. I'm going to go as far as to say this. Top 3 favorite comic book movies of all time. Not DCEU, comic book movies of all time. I thought it was fabulous. Wonderful performance from Joaquin Phoenix. And you can see why the boy picks his products carefully. You can see why. You know, when he came into this, he had no interest in being part of a franchise or doing sequels or anything like that. He wanted this as just his own thing, his own side piece. And in a lot of ways, it's a shame, but I can completely understand. You know, stole the show. And there's a lot of talk that he deserves an Oscar. You damn right he deserves an Oscar. People are banging on about Robbie Downey Jr. No, this guy deserves his Oscar. So anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. Did you like the movie as much as I did? Please do comment. Please do let me know if you want a spoiler review so I can really dissect this movie. Because let me tell you something. I'm seeing this movie again this weekend. So I can really get into it, dissect it, make some notes on it, come back and really go ham and go in and maybe do a live kind of spoiler review for you guys. Sorry this is so late, because I did see a movie like last weekend. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please do hit that subscribe button. Very, very brand new, baby new channel here. We're just trying to grow. We're just trying to get the numbers up there. This is my passion project. So let's see where we go with it. All right? All right, people. I'm out of here. Take care.